Well, hello, my little hooligans. Today I've got a little bit of a different video for you. This channel, which is a new channel so far, is mostly about travel, vlogging, that sort of stuff, and will continue to be about that. But today, I'm giving you guys some ways to travel on a budget. So it's more of a financial video. If you're traveling or you know someone who is traveling soon, this might be helpful for you or for them. So yeah, if you're going to be traveling, this video is going to be great for you. I've got a list in Google Docs here, a list of things to talk about. None of this is sponsored. It's all just from me to you for free, and my channel is not even monetized yet. So if you could share the video with a friend or drop a subscribe, I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get monetized so I can get some ad revenue going. Sheesh. And then I'll really be traveling on a budget. So right now I am traveling, and I am on a travel budget that I have set aside for myself. I am in, you can't see right now because it's bright outside, but I'm actually in Bangkok, which is where I'm filming all of my other videos right now that I'm putting on the channel this week. So let's go. Number 1, lower your burn rate first. Your burn rate is the amount of money that you spend every month to live. And by burn rate, what I'm really talking about is the amount of money that you spend where you live, not where you're traveling to. So I live in the States. I spend X dollars per month on my car, on where I live, on food, on subscription services. So what you want to do is you want to cut out all of your subscription services first, right before you leave. Cut out your Amazon Prime, cut out your Walmart subscription, cut out your anything you can cut that you're not going to need overseas. Just go ahead and cancel it right before you come overseas. For example, I don't need car insurance in the States when I am in Thailand. So my car insurance is paused or canceled right now for like 3 months while I am in Thailand. So that saves me X amount of dollars a month. I don't know, 115, 120 bucks a month. That literally wouldn't be doing anything for me back in the States, and it's not going to cover other people to drive my car while I'm back there anyways. So yeah, that's one thing. Lower your burn rate. Cut all of the bills that you can. That one's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think we need to go into any more detail on that. Number 2 is going to be pick the right destination, right? So if you want to spend 2 weeks or 2 months or 5 months in Paris or 5 months in Da Nang, Vietnam, you're going to have a wildly different financial experience. If you want to go to a more expensive country like France, then maybe don't spend all of your time in Paris. You know, you gotta go see Paris, but maybe don't spend the whole trip there. Give yourself a week or 2 in Paris, and then head over and spend the majority of your time in somewhere else, a smaller town, a cheaper town. For me, I'm in Bangkok. Bangkok, from a Westerner's perspective, is relatively inexpensive for the most part. However, some things still add up quite quickly here. Airbnbs or hotels add up quite quickly. I'm going to talk about ways to save on hotels. So if I was wanting to save even more money, instead of coming to Bangkok next month, I might go to Hanoi, I might go to Da Nang, Vietnam, I might go to Hoi An, Vietnam, even Chiang Mai. It might be slightly cheaper. There is a great tool out here for picking travel destinations. It's called ChatGPT. you can tell, it's amazing. You can tell ChatGPT your exact situation, and then it will give you a list of recommendations. And for this kind of stuff, it actually is pretty good. Obviously, some areas of the world are going to be a lot less expensive to travel to. Southeast Asia is a great area of the world and one of my favorites to travel to because Southeast Asia generally is very safe and more budget friendly as far as international traveling goes. Okay, so that's number 2, pick the right destination. Number 3 is going to be how to fly for free. Now, those of you who are not familiar with this concept are going to be seeing red warning signs in your head like, oh no, this must be a scam, this must be a scam. Actually, a lot of people fly for free every day. You might be shocked to find out. I flew from the USA. I was in the USA. I flew domestically for 2 hours in the USA. Then I flew for 14 hours to Seoul, South Korea. And then 6 hours from Seoul to Bangkok. It was a hell of a flight. That being said, that entire trip cost me $38 and 52,000 Delta Sky Miles, which Sky Miles were free. So basically it cost me $40 to fly here for a 27-hour journey for $40. How do I do that? Well, I had a Delta American Express card that I got points on. Now you might be thinking to yourself, won't that put me into debt? Won't I have to pay interest on the card? No, I don't recommend going into debt to travel. The interest will catch up with you. It's not a great idea. However, let's say you have a big purchase coming up in your life, right? Let's say you got a big purchase coming up in your life. You know, you want to buy a MacBook Pro. Well, even on eBay, it's not a cheap computer. Let's say you're buying a laptop. Let's say you're buying some camera gear and you have cash for it and you're going to pay for it. Well, it would be more advantageous to put that purchase on a travel card. Jeez. For example, this Chase Sapphire Preferred card is commonly known as one of the best travel cards in the world. Chase makes a lot of good travel cards. It would be better for you to put your camera gear, put your laptop, whatever it is, your big purchase on this card to hit the minimum spend. Minimum spend on a travel card is usually somewhere between like $3,000 and $6,000 in X amount of months, usually 3 months. I think for my American Express Delta card, it was like $3,000. So you'd put your expense on this card. You can pay the card off the same week. You won't carry any interest against you on the card because you won't have anything on the card for 30 days or more. So you can buy something on a card, pay it off the same week or the same day, and you'll get all of those travel points for free. You'll also get added consumer protections, fraud protections, other things by using a credit card. So it's a good idea to use a credit card if you're buying something that's a big purchase for those reasons as well. Now, you've hit your minimum spend, right? So right now, if you can get a Chase Sapphire Preferred card, you'll get 75,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points if you hit the minimum spend. What is the minimum spend? $5,000 on purchases in the first 3 months of your card being open. You only have to do this once, okay? So if you're buying like stuff for university plus a laptop, like that probably gets you there. You can put like regular spending on it, you know, like put your gas on it. You know, if you get this card for 3 months, just put your groceries on it, put your gas on it. You can keep paying it off every week, but you just take your normal spending and you put it on this card, and then you'll unlock these rewards. Okay. Chase gives you 5 times points on Chase Travel. We don't really care about that right now. We want these 75,000 bonus points. And I actually got 1,000 bonus points from them like a year ago or something. So at different times of the year, they'll give better rewards, so you just want to wait until the offer is really good, and that's when you go apply for the card, because they change it throughout the year. It fluctuates up and down with all of these cards. Once you have those 75,000 bonus points, okay, so I actually have 112,000 points on Chase right now. So that's going to be my free flight back to the States, and probably a couple of domestic flights for free as well. So what you do after you have your points is you go to that card's website, right? So if you have the Delta Amex card, you would link that to a free Delta account, and you go to the Delta flight website to book travel for free. Since we're talking about the Chase card right now, you would go to the Chase travel page, and you'll see something like this. And then you can search for flights, and you'll say, well, where are we flying from? Well, maybe we're flying from Atlanta, Georgia. So we're flying from Atlanta International, and where do we want to go? Maybe we want to go to Muscat, Oman. Cool place to visit. And when do we want to go? We'll do a one-way. When do we want to go? Let's say we want to go January 10th, because we don't want it to be too hot. Got my coffee. Okay, so here on Chase Travel, we can see a one-way flight from Atlanta in the USA to Muscat, Oman, which is in the Middle East, for $556, which probably you just pay cash because that's a great price, or 55,000 points, which I could do that essentially twice for free by having this card. Okay. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Oh, also, if you have like a spouse, family members that you're living with, like let's say that you don't know if you can hit that minimum spend on that card, but like maybe between you and your wife together, you can hit minimum spend on a Chase travel card just with regular expenses in 3 months. And then, a year from now, you can apply for the same card for your wife. And then your wife, you can help her hit the minimum spend on her card. And now you've got 200,000 Chase Ultimate Travel points. So you can each go around the world for free. Let's say 1.2, 1.3 times each. That's amazing. That's so cool. So let's do another one. Let's say you're in Paris, right? Let's say you're in Paris and you want to come here. You want to come to Bangkok, okay? January again, because it's a couple months out. So I'd like to book travel a couple months out. And you can, you would move the dates around to find the best deal, right? So this is a bit more expensive. So what I would do in this case, so I would go to Google Flights. Here's what I would do. I would go to Google Flights, and actually, this is probably the best place to start when you're thinking about booking a flight, domestic or international. It's showing me this in Thai baht right now. How do I change it back to dollars? Brother. Oh, here we go. Okay. Down at the bottom. US dollar. Jeez, okay. So $400. China Eastern, Paris to Bangkok. One stop. Wow, these are kind of long flights, but it's only 1 hour layover. I don't know if you want to fly China Eastern. Thai Airlines might be okay. Here's Lufthansa. Here's Lufthansa for $800. But basically, you'd go in here, you try to find the best deal, and then you'd come back to your Chase portal, and then you're gonna compare, and you're gonna see if it's worth I'm also going to show you a couple of services. One is Roam.travel. One is Point.me. Roam, I believe Roam is the one, they have like a daily or weekly email newsletter that you can sign up, and they will email you these deals, and they actually have some really good ones, and then they'll show you down here which cards they work for. So you got Chase over here, American Express, so they'll show you when it's valid, and if it's you probably have to pay for the pro version, but then they'll let you filter by your points program, like Chase or whatever you have. So Roam is decent, and then Point.me is also a decent service to use. They have a subscription. I think it's like $10 a month. I would just buy it for the month that you're like trying to book your travel, so you can kind of see at a bird's eye view again. They have like very powerful search features on Point.me, so you can search lots of different programs, Delta, Chase, all of these different card programs. It's going to show you the best redemptions. Here's Point.me. It's showing me domestic trips right now. So New York to Indianapolis, 10,000 points. 10,000 points is nothing. Like when you sign up for this Chase card, you're going to have 100,000 points. So that's like 10 or 7 domestic trips for free. Moving on. That was a lot of time talking about flying. Sorry. Moving on. Number 4. I gotta wrap up this video because I gotta go get some street food in Bangkok. Number 5. Carry-on luggage. If you're going for a short time, just take carry-on luggage. You're gonna save on luggage fees. I'm out here in Southeast Asia for like 3 months, so I ended up actually buying a big suitcase over here because Seoul Incheon Airport threw out all of my toiletries that I cared about, and I learned that they're a lot less stingy on toiletry volume when you're using a checked bag, and the price for checked bags are really not that bad. So yeah, if you're going for a short trip, just do carry-on luggage. There's no chance of them losing your bag. If you're going for a long trip, I do recommend the full-size luggage because then you can fit all your toiletries. You can, I think, carry like up to 2 liters or something of liquids in a checked bag, not in a carry-on. In a carry-on, you only get the quart-size bag, and it has to be clear. So that was a nice experience. Number 6 is going to be local food versus cooking at home. If you're good at cooking at home and you're in a country where groceries are a lot cheaper than eating out, then do that. If you're in Southeast Asia like me right now, then it's probably going to be cheaper for you to buy local food from small hole-in-the-wall places than it would be to cook. Like for me to cook right now in Bangkok, I'd have to go get cooking utensils. I'd have to go buy a bunch of groceries to cook. It wouldn't taste that good because I'm not that good of a cook. And then I'd end up spending more money in all likelihood because it's just easy. You can get like chicken rice for like, I don't know, $1.50 US here, $1.70 US here. So, I eat like twice a day. So it just doesn't, I'd rather pay a little bit more and eat khao soi, honestly. So I just eat out. But it depends on the country. Okay, what's number 7? Okay, number 7 is stay at a hostel first. We still need to talk about Airbnb and how to save money on hotels. And we're going to do that in the next part. But right here, I want to talk about stay at a hostel first. The first time you're in a new country, especially if it's just you, it's recommended to stay in a reputable hostel for a few days because then you get to ask other English speakers their tips and tricks. Or maybe you find somebody from your country You can make friends quick, and they might have been here before or been here longer than you, so they can tell you all the cool spots to go to. They can help you stay away from scams. You can travel in a group if you're not in a super safe country. So yeah, hostels are cool, and a lot of times hostels are pretty cheap too. So Hostel World, let's say 3 days in November. Let's say one guest, we'll do Bangkok. Let's find some hostels. So I actually will admit I don't really use hostels that much. I think this is in Thai baht. I feel like more people know US dollar, so I'm going to swap back to US dollar. My internet's going slow right now. Okay, these are actually some of these are actually kind of expensive. But here's like a dorm, here's a scene hostel, 9.3 out of 10 rating, 1.6 kilometers from city center, $12 a night. This place looks super cute. Looks cool. I'm guessing it's a shared dorm like this. They probably have privates as well. Yeah, so shared dorm. Okay, 8-bed mixed dorm. So some of these are expensive. Honestly, like maybe this is just the wrong website to look at, or maybe it's high season right now. Here's $8 a night for a dorm, so you could easily stay at a dorm for like just a few nights, see if you like it. If you don't like it, you can just leave, and you've only lost like $20. That's pretty good. But I'm gonna show you how to get like Airbnb is for that cheap as well. Number 8, stay longer, especially at Airbnbs. Okay. Number 8, stay longer. Slow travel. Slow travel is almost always less expensive travel. It's when you travel slower, let's say you stay for 1 month per city, you unlock a new layer of benefits. The first benefit is a cultural benefit. You will get to learn this place. You'll get to go deeper into the culture. You'll get to make local friends. You'll get to experience basically what it's like to live in a city if you live there for a month or two, right? You'll get to learn so much about a place. Travel is just a great way to shed old habits and pick up new habits, hopefully good habits that you want to pick up. Staying longer allows you to also spend less money. For example, let's go to Airbnb. Let's say, where do we want to go? Let's say Chiang Mai, Thailand, okay? If we go for 1 week, okay? One person, you'll see the price. God dang. Oh, this is in Thai baht. Let's say we're going to Chiang Mai. Go for 1 week, one person, search. This is the US dollar price for 7 nights, right? 249, 291, 300, 264, 202. How much is that? We'll say 250 average, right? Divided by 7 nights. It's like $35 a night average, right? Okay. Let's say we go for a month from November 13th to December 13th, right? Same city, one guest. Okay, let's say you're flexible with the dates. Here is 29 days, $800 for the entire month. Some of these are like the same price, but a lot of them, and I think it's high season right now, but a lot of them are cheaper. Like, let's say we go out a couple months, right? do the month of March, right? So we book out a couple months. Well, here is a great rated place for $418 for the month. And it's got a little pool, okay? Here's another place. This is $600 for the month. It's got 5 stars. It's got 30 reviews. Okay? It's not the fanciest place you've seen in the world. But if you're on a budget, you might have to sacrifice that a little bit. Here's $800 for the month. Okay? $800. Let's say you get a 2-bedroom. You split it with somebody else. Okay? Look at that view. Look at that view for $800. You can have that view for an entire month in Chiang Mai. Actually, where is this place? I might have to add this to my list, actually. Hold up. Chiang Mai. Where is this? It's on the other side of town, but I actually might book that place because that looks kind of good. Those are all of my travel tips, mostly. Hopefully this video wasn't too disorganized. I just woke up, which is why I need the coffee. But I hope this video helped you guys. This is a brand new channel. I've only been making videos for a week or two. It's mostly Bangkok related content, Thailand related content right now. Might go to Vietnam in a month or two, so it's gonna be generally Southeast Asia content for a while. If you guys like that kind of content, please consider subscribing or sharing this video to a friend so I can get my channel monetized. All right, peace out. I'm gonna go find some Thai street food, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.